Hi all. Today I'm taking a look at Johnny Lightnings. Still not getting a lot of Johnny Lightnings, especially not online. But I do want a Aston Martin DB5 for the longest time in premium form. I do have I think Forza Aston Martin from Hot Wheels, but that's like one of the kind of like what I call like special series, kind of like pretty much just basic mainline, except just a bit more expensive. And there's not a lot of like premium Aston Martin DB5s line that are selling for cheap, but I found this one. This is a James Bond Goldfinger diorama set, and it comes with 2 cars and 3 figures. And I won this bid for about like $15 shipped, which is a pretty good price. I would assume it was selling for roughly as much when it came out anyway. And it comes with a Aston Martin DB5, the classic James Bond car, as well as a Chrysler C300 and James Bond. This is the Sean Connery version. Excuse me. Oddball, as well as Tilly Masterson or Tilly Masterton or Masterton. I forgot. One of them is the novel version. One of them is the movie version. And originally, I was like looking at like I think I actually saw Goldfinger, but it's so long ago. It was like in high school or something. I don't remember anything that happened. So just look up the movie. It's like who's the female lead? It's probably going to be the character. And apparently the Bond girl in the movie is called Pussy Galore, which great name. Because I actually, like, speaking of like Johnny Lightning, Pussy Galore, and James Bond, I did get the Johnny Lightning Austin Powers diorama, the female character, and that is like Felicity Shagwell. And I was like, that's a bit over the top. And I was like, oh wow, like James Bond used to be pretty over the top as well, so that's pretty funny. But it's not Pussy Galore. It's Tilly Masterton, who is the sister of the woman who got killed by Dipped being fully painted in gold. Because that's the thing that happened in the movie. It's a classic, but I mean, classic movies can have like strange moments in there, right? And this figure is just weird because like she's running away, because this is the scene where she got killed. Spoiler alert for like a 59 billion year old movie, but like, what kind of person runs like this? I'm sorry, if you run away from people like this, you deserve to get killed. Like, why? It doesn't really have a facial expression, but that's fine. I talked about it before, like just not having a facial expression just looks a lot better because it's just easier to quality control, and you're not gonna get like awful painted expressions. The other character is James Bond, who is kind of like duck and cover, but it's weird because like the left arm looks a bit weird in my opinion. Like this is just not the kind of position you want to be in while in kind of like a cover shooting position. It's a bit more dynamic. I mean, it's not bad, but it just seems a bit weird. Like, I would not, like, it doesn't look right this way. It has to be in kind of like an angle. This looks a lot better in my opinion. Again, no facial expression, but pretty detailed. Everyone is wearing black, by the way, and this is a night scene. This is a night shootout. And this is Oddball. Very nicely detailed. You can see the tie and the vest and everything, the hat that the distinctive hat that he throws. You can see the molding lines, but that's just completely expected because you're not gonna get like superb quality when it's like so tiny and not super expensive. So yeah, those are the figures, and it's gonna take a quick look at the cars themselves. I don't expect this to be super long. The DB5. So this is one of the many license plates I can have because it's constantly rotating. You can see the top has a weird bulge. I don't know what happened here. Overall, it's a good looking car, and the same license plate at the back with the back lights. Front lights are painted. It's hard to see, but if you have it in your hand, it's pretty obvious it's painted. The wheels are also a little narrow, but I like not horribly so. It still looks good for the most part. The SC300, the Chrysler car, is interesting because it doesn't really appear in the movie. But here it's pretty much being used as a generic bad guy car, but this specific model does not appear in Goldfinger whatsoever. But in my opinion, this kind of seals the show for someone who didn't really get it for the movie. Well, the Aston Martin, I definitely got it because of like the James Bond connection, but also because it was a gorgeous car. But this car doesn't appear in the movie, but it's still incredibly well done. First of all, I can see the engine details. The gold paint here is perfect. It's really sharp. It is missing a bit of a black paint right here, you can tell, but it's not too bad. And you can see Chrysler printed at the front of the grille, says 300 right here. Painted lights, Chrysler again, 300. It's all incredibly well painted. Just great looking car. The underside is not going to be super interesting. Yeah, the car itself doesn't appear in the movie. It's here used as a generic bad guy car because like all of the antagonists in the car, I'm pretty sure it used like black vehicles. Yeah, but this is pretty much it. Not a ton to talk about. You run away and you kill her. Yeah, it's pretty cool if you like the James Bond movie Goldfinger, if you have like a passing interest in James Bond, if you just like the Aston Martin like I do, or even the Chrysler. I think is a great set. I think the cheapest you can get it is for like 20 plus right now, unless you get really lucky like I did with the bid. But still, I think it's a great set. That's it for this review. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.